So maternity leave and maternity pay, they're two different things. So maternity leave, a woman who has a baby is entitled to 52 weeks of maternity leave. The first 2 weeks of that is compulsory, so she can't come back to work any sooner. If she works in a factory, that's 4 weeks compulsory. Okay, so 52 weeks and the first 2 weeks are compulsory. The first 26 weeks of leave is called ordinary maternity leave, or OML for short. And then the second 26 weeks is called additional maternity leave, or AML for short. Okay, so 52 weeks in total. It's up to the employee to choose how long that she takes off after that first two weeks that's compulsory. So as an employer, I'd recommend that you plan for her to be off for the 52 weeks unless you hear otherwise. Okay, she might tell you in advance when she plans to come back, that's great, but if not, she's entitled to the 52 weeks, and if she wants to come back earlier, she needs to give you 8 weeks notice. Okay, maternity pay is slightly different. It doesn't last for as long. So the first 6 weeks of maternity leave is paid at 90% of your earnings. And then after that, for the following 33 weeks, it's paid at the statutory amount, which is currently £172.48 per week. So that's the statutory amount. And then after that, there's a further 13 weeks unpaid. So your first 6 weeks are paid at 90%, the following 33 weeks are paid at a statutory amount, and then 13 more weeks unpaid. So although it still totals the 52 weeks, it doesn't fall in line necessarily with everything. Some businesses give enhanced maternity pay, and that will be added on top, and that's down to your individual policy, but that's the minimum amount that you're entitled to. So what you'll find sometimes is that employees will come back during that unpaid period, or perhaps they'll request to use up some holiday during that time, but on the whole, that's what they're entitled to. What is really important is for maternity leave, you're entitled to it if you have a baby, but for maternity pay, there is some qualifying criteria, which is, now listen carefully, you have to have been employed for 26 weeks by the 15th week before the due date. Okay, I'll say that again. You'll have to be employed for 26 weeks by the 15th week before the due date in order to qualify for your employer to give you maternity pay. There is a handy calculator on the government website. If you just type in maternity calculator gov.uk, you'll find it, which will help you work that out. If you're not entitled, all is not lost. You can still claim that pay. You just claim it from the job centre, and it's called maternity allowance. Okay, so that's maternity leave, maternity pay, and qualifying service.